Back now with the Gloucester teen's next step to push for his right to use whichever bathroom he wants. The nation has been following Gavin Grimm's case for quite a while now.
A federal judge ruled that the transgender student cannot use the boys' bathroom, even though that's how he identifies. Now, the teen has now taken that request higher, and it could go all the way to the top. Only 10 on your side's Jason Marks was in Richmond for today's appeal hearing. Jason?
Tom, I hope that I'll be one of the last kids who has to go through something like this. Those are the words of Gavin Grimm, a teenager who still has plenty of fight left in him.
Inside these sacred judicial halls,
schools can and should have privacy protections for everyone.
A new age argument took center stage.
What schools can't do is banish transgender students from the restrooms entirely.
That's the fight inside the U.S. Court of Appeals today. Should a Gloucester High School transgender student who was born a female but identifies as a male be allowed to use the boys' bathroom?
So I can say I did not set out to make waves. I set out to use the bathroom.
16-year-old Gavin Grimm is directly under the bright spotlight. The high school junior says the Gloucester County School Board violated his rights when they required students to use bathrooms based on their biology, not gender.
It's not easy.
But Grimm is no longer alone. He's now being helped by the ACLU, who is sitting shoulder to shoulder in his plight.
Tremendously difficult experience for anyone, an even more difficult experience for a kid, and Gavin is an absolute inspiration.
A federal judge ruled Gavin can only use the girls' room or a private bathroom at school. His attorneys are now asking the appeals judges to reverse that decision until the case can come up for trial.
It's stigmatizing, it's dehumanizing, it's basically saying there's something wrong with you that makes it so that you cannot use the restroom like any other kid.
The judges asked the attorneys, what is the meaning of sex in 2016? They pondered if times have changed, and they'll have to decide whether they have.
It is my personal hope that this will be resolved before I leave the school so that anything can be done to prevent this kind of situation from happening again.
And we tried to talk to the school system's attorneys as they were walking out, but they wouldn't stop for a comment. Now, this decision by the U.S. Court of Appeals could take anywhere between 2 to 4 months. If Gavin loses, his next step could be the Supreme Court. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.